Hello again, welcome back to All Crone Up. It's Frances in my beautiful garden, and today I wanted to talk about the grass. Okay, so weirdly, we're in May at the moment. It's kind of the beginning of May, and I don't know if you've heard of a thing called No Mow May. No Mow May. So you don't mow the lawn during the month of May, and what that does is that it allows for the creatures to have a safer habitat, for the pollinators, so the wildflowers to grow, the pollinators to have more to pollinate with, and generally for everybody to be able to have a nicer space during this time. Now, I started No Mow May a few years ago. Oh, I hope you can hear me, it's really windy. I started it a few years ago, and at the first year I just got long grass, and then the second year I got one buttercup, and you can see here, I've got quite a few buttercups now. On that side over here are a load of forget-me-nots, and I've got my lovely blue bush, which I can never remember the name of, and that attracts loads of bees. So what I'm doing now, every year I get more and more coming up, and it's just a joy. And I'm kind of looking around going, oh, I wonder what's going to come up now. And I'm even planting things in the grass as well, in order to try and help, try and get it going. So there's no, if you don't want it too wild, then obviously if you can leave it for just May, then that's brilliant. I now only mow twice a year. I will do a path in the kind of middle of the summer, but I will mow just kind of early mid-April, and then I leave it until maybe September. And but at the end, it's just so lovely because everybody comes to my garden. I have loads of flying insects. I have loads of scuttling little creatures, lots and lots of birds, because as you can see, I've got my hedges. A lot of people around where I am have like a piece of grass, fence, and that's it. So I make sure that the creatures that are around can come to my garden and feel really safe. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas where there's water. I am going to make a pond hopefully this year, it's just a small pond, and so that will be fine. I usually have some frogs around. Sometimes I get a fox that comes in, which is really, really cool, but I get lots and lots of folk that come and drink out of my water areas and have a bath. Often I'm watching birds have baths, and it's just the sweetest little thing with them fluttering and getting the water everywhere and having a wonderful time. So I think we need to look after the biodiversity of the land by doing things like this, and it's such a simple thing. So, if you're willing, then it would be amazing if you could not mow your lawn, if you have a lawn, in the month of May, and then maybe push it till June. So as I said, I'll do a pass so that I can get to the shed and put my washing out and things like that. But generally speaking, I leave it alone. It's a shared space. It's my space, but it's their space. And just because it's my garden, it doesn't mean that I'm the only one who can enjoy it. And a lot of creatures just need some space and as do the plants actually. So I let everything is looking really wild at the moment, and I love it. I really love this kind of much more wild way of living and wild way of having my surroundings, because it's more real, I think, to me. It makes me feel more at ease. And this with the straight lines, and don't think that belongs in the garden. Not mine anyway. You do what you like. But anyway, I thought I'd mention No Mow May because a lot of people don't seem to have heard about it. And yeah, so I'm going to continue to enjoy. And of course, it's easier because you don't have to mow, and so you're saving quite a lot of time on not mowing. And as you can see, my borders, they kind of spill out into the. In fact, it's all a bit wild. I don't mind it, and so I've got wild things just self-planted There's a tree, this tree here, self-planted. I think it's a cherry, so I'm leaving that alone. And yeah, it's a joy, isn't it, to be in a bit more of a wild place rather than a very ordered place. I think we have too much order. There's too much order. We need a bit of wild. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful or fun or useful. Let me know what you think. Please put a little B in the comments if you can, or a little heart, to say this sounds like a good idea. And yeah, sending you lots and lots of love. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. Bye.